Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. Working on this Century class 2001. Sorry. Anyways, got the shop all clean after I just created that big ass mess from doing the turbo and the water pump and the wiring harness. So I'm super stoked on that. But I'm just sorry, I'm not trying to brag about it. I'm just adjusting my knee pads. And no, I don't have them for the reason you're thinking. It's because I'm old. Anyways, so I would recommend spraying down your air fittings and then remove them before you actually raise the truck up. I'll show you how it's done. Remove your air fittings before you raise the truck up because the airbag won't obviously move then. So, and then spray down this bolt here. And this one here on that T2000 outside, that's got 8 airbags. It's got that wishbone suspension. So it's different on some trucks, but I would imagine a majority of them are the big airbags, 4 of them each, one for each set of tires, obviously. So, like I said, spray down your air fittings with some PD Blaster, WD-40, whatever your preference is. Spray this bolt. And spray down this bolt right here. It's actually really easy. And then what you do is you grab a jack and you raise the truck up. This you'll put in afterwards. My little Acme booby trap there. So you're gonna raise your truck up about probably maybe a foot off the ground, maybe, I think is about as far as I had it. About a foot or so, maybe a little higher, between 12 and 16 inches to give yourself ample working space. So when you have it raised off the ground, then you grab some boards safely. And like I said, I'm not a mechanic and I don't pretend to be one, but I try to do as much stuff as I can on my own. And then when the truck is still raised, or the axle is still raised off the ground, then you put your little contraption underneath there with a jack stand and try to put it, don't try to put it back here. Try to put it where your cross brace is, because you don't want to buckle this. I mean, it's not a shit ton of weight, but it's enough weight. Where if you put it back here, might bend it, or I don't know, but it just makes more sense, I believe, to do it near your cross brace. And then you lower your jack, and then the tire lowers back down, or the suspension lowers back down to give you this nice gap here to work in, and I'll show you why. So then you take your airbag with your air fitting side facing up, and you feed it into that hole. I got to get a tripod one of these days. And then all you do is you just push the airbag down. That's why I raised it up so high, because you're going to have to put some pressure on that airbag. So you give yourself enough room for it to work its way in there. If you don't raise the truck up high enough, and this is not high and it's lower, your frame is going to drop down even lower. So make sure that you give yourself, like I said, between 12 and 16 inches, or 12 and 18 inches, raise it off the ground. And then, like I said, when you lower the jack, it's going to lower the tire side down, and then your frame is going to rest on this contraption you have set up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to raise the truck back up. And like I said, guys, I mean, I think I might have raised it. There we go. All right, now it's back in there. So raise the truck up enough to where your jack stand comes off. There, it just moved. All right. I would keep this in place just for safe measures. And then you just put your 2 bolts back on, top, bottom. Use Teflon tape for, oh shoot, I got the wrong darn fitting. Oh man, that sucks. Just realized that. Anyways, I'm gonna have to run over to hardware store Freightliner and get the correct air fitting, or I can look at I might have something that might work. And then just hook your airline back up, secure the bag, hook your airline back up, move your contraption, lower the truck back down. Easy peasy, nice and easy. So, again, hopefully this video was helpful to you. Like and subscribe, please. When you do that, it shares the videos to other people like ourselves that we're not mechanics, but we like to do things on our own. So, when the weather gets nicer, I'm going to have to rust-proof all this. We use a rust inhibitor. I dread rust, and it's not good for the truck, right? So, anyways, we had this chassis sandblasted a couple of years ago, and hit it with rust inhibitor, the whole thing, and it's already starting to rust. But if you keep up on top of it, then you don't have to worry about it looking like shit or, compromising the structure of the frame. So yeah, so that's it. Please like and subscribe. Hope all is well. Ciao.